Pow! Welcome back to the channel. Stay tuned for all of the reveals from Toy Fair over in New York 2018 from Marvel Legends. Let's go. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And if you have been following me on Instagram, you would have been seeing all of the reveals from over in New York, where there's Toy Fair happening right now. It's day 3, I believe, but yesterday, Saturday, was the main day where Hasbro sort of showed off their panel, and what we want to know is Marvel Legends. So they did reveal a lot of Marvel Legends, but mainly confirm a lot of rumored stuff already. Now, for me, I'm assuming they knew a lot of this stuff was rumored, so they thought, let's just get it on the shelves and make it official. So without further ado, I'm going to run down some of the waves, tell you what's been confirmed, and if there's been promo pictures released, then I'll be throwing them up on screen as well. So it's basically just a recap. If you're watching this, then I have no doubt you have already seen a lot of these reveals, but I just like talking about them. So let's get into it. Starting with the X-Men wave. So without further ado, no particular order, the X-Men wave is Wolverine in his classic Jim Lee yellow and blue suit. We get Storm in the more 80s look. Not the Jim Lee look I would have preferred, but still she's all right. We get Multiple Man with 3 interchangeable heads, so you're going to want to buy a couple of them. Hasbro know what they're doing, don't they? Making you army build all the time. And then we get Psylocke, again, classic Jim Lee looking Psylocke, and that looks great. And then we got Gladiator, which we already knew about. I think they revealed that over in New York Comic Con. And then the 2 figures we sort of already knew were rumored, but now officially confirmed on the shelf were Magneto in the black and red outfit, looking all right. I would have preferred the all red, but they've gone for a more modern take on the Magneto character. And then Sabretooth was the last one in his, not in his first appearance, but a classic looking 90s Sabretooth that will go great with your Wolverines. So yeah, that is now the X-Men wave. And we also seen Psylocke in packaging. So usually when you see figures in packaging, you know they're coming soon. So I'm guessing in the next month or so, we might be seeing those X-Men figures hit the shelves over in the Philippines, which means the online sellers can get on. So yeah, looking forward to it. Now, moving on to the second Spider-Man wave of the year. Now, this was rumored, and they probably knew that, so they thought, let's just put them all on the shelf and get them confirmed. So without further ado, it is Cloak and Dagger, which look great. The first time we're getting these 2 in 6-inch Marvel Legends form. Can't wait to get them. You can even pull out the Dagger body and then put Cloak underneath, pull out the Cloak body, sorry, and then put Dagger like she's coming out from under his cape, which is really good. We get a classic looking comic book Elektra, which I know a lot of people are happy about. Then we also get the all new, all different Daredevil. It's not the Shadowlands Daredevil, which a lot of people thought. It's the all new, all different, very similar outfits. I actually read the most recent run of all new, all different, so maybe we'll see a blind spot in the future, who knows. But nevertheless, it's a good looking Daredevil with a baton sort of effect as well. Then we get the Scarlet Spider, which is Kane, and then you get a zombie head, which is basically a head we've seen before with white eyes, and he also comes with those sort of bone things sticking out his hands, so maybe we'll get a couple of interchangeable hands for that. So that was looking pretty good. And then we also get the House of M Spider-Man, and in the promo picture, if I throw it up, you'll be able to see he's holding a web. So maybe for the first time we're going to be getting a Hasbro spider web. Who knows? Only a little detail, but I thought it was nice to add. And then the Build-A-Figure is SP//DR. So I don't know if you meant to say the // but that's how it's written absolutely everywhere. So it's SPDR or SP//DR, however you want to say it. It's a mech Spider-Man from the Spider-Verse, built by some genius. And it's their world Spider-Man, but it's a mech Spider-Man. I believe, I don't know nothing about it. I really need to catch up and learn about that, so I can tell you in a Who Is He segment later down the line. But that is the full wave, confirmed and official second Spider-Man wave that we should be seeing in the 4th quarter. Next is the Venom wave, another rumoured wave until very recently, and now most of the figures are confirmed. So we have the Venom and Carnage, which we knew were coming, but now we confirm that they come with interchangeable heads. No one's really liking the Eddie Brock head. The head's too big in my opinion, but the Carnage unmasked head, the Cletus, I think his name is looking really good. We get Scream, another symbiote. As I said, I've already mentioned that she's on like the Orlando ride of the Sinister Six. Don't know why, but that's how I know Scream mainly. but she is one of the 5 seeds of Venom. She actually is probably the strongest as she kills the other 4. I told you about that in my Lasher Who Is He segment, so go back and watch my Lasher review. And then also we get Poison, which is in the white suit. Now this is a very modern style for it. It's come in one of the recent Venom runs, but it's all white with the black SpiderMan logo seeping out, which looks really nice, to be fair. And then we got Spider-Ham, which a lot of people are really excited about. It's a gimmick character. It's not got much articulation, but a lot of people just wanted him on the shelf officially. So now you're going to have him. And we also come with a different Venom head. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but you can take that head and put it on a Venom body. So you've got a new pork rind character, I think he's called. I need to go back and read, but yeah, you get that head because I'm guessing that he's only going to take up a little bit of the box. But we still have more figures from that wave to be confirmed. They didn't mention anything else. Typhoon Mary is rumoured, but they did not confirm her. So there may be 1 or 2 more figures from that wave to be revealed. They did show off the box art. Now, they didn't officially say this, but we've seen on the box art, the Build-A-Figure says Monster Venom. So they didn't confirm it. Are they just putting that there for temporary? I doubt it. Usually the packaging is what it's going to be. No one turned the box round, so maybe by the end of the weekend we'll be able to see what it looked like. Who knows? But yeah, still more figures from that wave to be confirmed, including the Build-A-Figure, even though we're all assuming now that it's Monster Venom. Moving on to the Deadpool 2 wave. Now, I'm not massively excited about this wave. I haven't even pre-ordered the first Deadpool wave. Like, I'm a massive fan of Deadpool, don't get me wrong, but I only need so many for the shelf. But nevertheless, this Deadpool wave comes with 2 more Deadpools. The X-Men one, which we already seen, and then the second one is very similar to the Figma figure that we got recently, where he's got no trousers on, or pants as you would say in America, and then he's got those heart boxer shorts and white slippers. It's gimmicky, it's fun, I get it. I will probably end up buying it, but yeah, they're the 2 Deadpool figures you're gonna get in that wave. We also get a Mega Red, a new sculpt apparently, and unfortunately the tentacles are not bendable. They're not bendable tentacles, so they're not bendy wire, which is disappointing. I know a lot of people wanted that, but they still look good. Then you get Lady Deadpool, and you get Headpool with her as an accessory. You get Bishop, 90s style Bishop, which is looking really, really good, to be fair. I'm probably gonna have to get him. And then there's still, I don't think they showed the X-23 Wolverine, which is rumored, but again, they've still got more reveals to come, and a lot of people are assuming it's going to be the X-23 that we got in the first Deadpool wave, but this time with her yellow and blue outfit. But we don't know. We don't know. They did confirm the Build-A-Figure, however, after teasing us originally in the panel, but it is Siron, I believe it's called. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's the massive pterodactyl-looking Savage Lands X-Men villain. Anyone who reads X-Men will recognize this character if you don't know about him. Siren is looking really good. This Build-A-Figure looking really, really good. A lot of people are saying it's using some of the same parts as this Lizard Build-A-Figure, but I think it looks great, and yeah, can't wait to get that Build-A-Figure. So I'm gonna have to buy the whole wave now. I know I'm gonna have to have 8 Deadpools on the shelf. But yeah, I still do, looking at the size of that Build-A-Figure, I do think we're gonna have about 8 figures, 7 minimum in that wave. So yeah, expect some more figures from the second Deadpool wave to be announced soon. Moving on to the Avengers 2 wave. Now, they did not show any Infinity War merchandise. Now, this is because the studio have put a ban on it until March, I believe. So in a few weeks, they're gonna reveal it all, which is silly since a lot of us have already seen it hit the shelves and seen leaks and blah, 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 but they weren't allowed to show us any Infinity War figures. So even though we sort of know what the first wave of Infinity War figures are, they couldn't show them. But the second wave, they did confirm that we are getting Black Knight with 2 alternative heads, and then we also getting a Malekith, which is a repaint from the San Diego Comic-Con box set from last year. And then they showed off Ant-Man and the Wasp from the Ant-Man and Wasp movie with an unmasked Paul Rudd and Angelina Lilly head, and they look really, really good. Like the smirky face of Paul Rudd is perfect. Really, really like those 2. So we know those 4 figures are in the second Infinity War wave. Now the other rumors are meant to be Black Widow and Thor, but I don't know, could be wrong. I'm hoping for a couple more Black Order figures, maybe a Black Order Build-A-Figure, who knows, but still more news to come on the Avengers Wave 2. So fingers crossed we see that in the next couple of weeks. We've also seen that leaked 2-pack, which is the Vision and Scarlet Witch from Infinity War as well. Finally an MCU Vision for the shelf, and then an updated Scarlet Witch. I think it's basically the old Scarlet Witch figure with an updated face scan. They didn't confirm that, they're not allowed to, but we've seen it hit the shelf, so we know it's happening. If I've got a picture, I'll throw it up. Moving on to my favourite part is the 10th anniversary of Marvel Studios. Now, as you know, I'm a massive MCU fan and love collecting the toys. I know a lot of collectors get arsey about the MCU figures taking over these days. If it wasn't for the success of the MCU, you wouldn't be seeing all of these comic figures either. So you got to thank the MCU, and some of the character designs are so good you're going to want these figures. Nevertheless, I'm rambling, defending the MCU figures as I always do, but this 10th anniversary set, they're like a premium line. I think the price is a little bit more. I'm from the UK, so I always have to pay more to get my Marvel Legends. There's no Walmarts and Walgreens for me to get discounts on, so I'm having to buy these full price anyway. But yeah, in no particular order, we're getting Tony Stark and Mark 1. And then we're getting a Red Skull, which has basically got 3 interchangeable heads to turn him into a Hydra agent. So we can now army build the MCU version of the Hydra agent from Captain America First Avenger, which is crazy. No one predicted that. It's really good. So now I'm gonna have to buy at least 3 of these Red Skulls to have them standing there with 2 goons. Looking really good. Then we're getting an Iron Man Mark 7, which we've already seen promo release pictures of. This is from the Avengers film. It looks like a more advanced Marvel Legend Iron Man, which it should be if it's a premium line. So more articulation they're boasting about, but it's looking pretty good. Moving on, we're getting a Thor and Lady Sif 2-pack, which I'm really liking that we're getting new characters. I really like it when they give us new characters, not reissues. So yeah, I've already got Thor, but I haven't got a Lady Sif. So really happy we're getting MCU Lady Sif. She's also appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that. So yeah, she's inbred in the MCU. Moving on, we're getting a Mandarin, Pepper Potts, and a Hot Rod 3-pack. I believe it's a Toys R Us exclusive 3-pack, so I'm gonna have to give my friends a shout in the US. But yeah, Mandarin was apparently seen a few years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, probably 5 years ago now when Iron Man 3 come out. But we're finally getting him now in this 3-pack with a Pepper Potts, with an changeable hand, and that's so she can basically watch the end of Iron Man 3. You'll see what happens with Pepper Potts. It's that Pepper Potts we're getting. Really good face scan on that. And then we get a Hot Rod. I'm not too sure what mark he is off the top of my head. I always get my Iron Man marks confused, but yeah, we're getting a Hot Rod Iron Man in that 3-pack, which is looking really good. I would have preferred a maybe what's his name? Killian? Is Killian his name? Yeah, the bad guy from Iron Man 3. That would have been better, but I'm not complaining. We're getting, talking about bad guys, we're talking about Ronan the Accuser from the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, looking really good, single packed as well. That was rumoured, now that's officially been seen, confirmed. We've got promo pictures, looking really good. Glad to have Ronan the Accuser on the shelf for the MCU villains. More villains, happy days, talking about Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket from the first Ant-Man film. Now, Yellow Jacket, we did get a tiny little one packed with the single packed Ant-Man, but that Ant-Man was even made based on the first promo art, or the first art. So even that Ant-Man we got originally wasn't MCU accurate, but now we're getting an updated, accurate first Ant-Man film figure with another unmasked Paul Rudd head. So if you don't like that first one where he's smirking, you get an opportunity to get a normal bland expression Paul Rudd Ant-Man with Yellow Jacket, and you still get those little tiny figures in the box as well. So that's a great pack. The Yellow Jacket is looking really good on the shelf. We're getting a reissue of the Hulkbuster and Hulk from Age of Ultron. Now, I already got the Hulkbuster that's been repainted from the European exclusive Best of Avengers wave, where they reissued some of the big MCU figures. So I ended up selling my Hulkbuster original one and then kept my repaint. So it looks like this is another opportunity to get that without having to buy all the figures. It's just in one box, and I believe that's going to be a Target exclusive. They're talking about the Hulk's got repainted, like it's got a hairy chest, it's got a different facial expression. So I may skip that one depending on price, but it looks really good nevertheless. Then we get the Cap and Crossbones, which I already knew about. That crossbone looks so good. That was one of my favourite character designs from the MCU Civil War film, and I was gutted that we never got it, even though it was originally rumoured to be in a Civil War figure wave, but now we have it with an unmasked head as well. So really good. We're getting another unmasked head for Captain America, which looks a much better resemblance to Chris Evans than any previous. So they're the 9 packs so far, and if you've seen the pictures, you know there are 10 boxes, and if you put them all together, it creates like a memorial little picture. So there is one more box yet to be revealed, and that is the Infinity War box set. Now it's looking like a 2 or a 3 figure pack. It's been rumoured to be Thor, Groot and Rocket, and it would be a teenage Groot to sort of fill out our sort of Russian doll versions of Groot. But yeah, we've not seen it. Thor is also rumoured to be in the second Infinity War wave. So I don't know they're going to give us 2 Thors in the Infinity War figures. So I'm hoping for a Black Order 3 set, but I don't think that's going to happen because they're going to have to give a recognisable character in that box set. So who knows, but it is rumoured to be Thor, Groot and Rocket in that 3 set. But it'll be shown soon. We've seen the box, it exists, they've got it ready, they're just not allowed to officially show us yet. So we'll see that very soon. But they are the 10 boxes you get from this Marvel Studios 10th anniversary, and it's so good. I was not expecting those type of figures this year. So happy to fill some gaps in the MCU collection, especially villains wise. So yeah, really, really happy about that line. Happy, happy, happy. Moving on to some of the exclusives, some of the random figures talked about. We've got the Sentinel and Logan that was rumored, as Toys R Us spoiled it in one of their little promo videos, but it is just a reissue of the Marvel Universe Sentinel, which is bigger than the original Toy Biz one, but it's more cartoonish, it's got electronic elements, it lights up, flashes. So I don't know, I maybe need to go and watch some reviews of that original Sentinel first, but I've got the Toy Biz Sentinel on the shelf and he looks really good. I still want another one of them, so maybe I need to see it in packaging. And it's also a Toys R Us exclusive in the US, so unless some of the UK resellers can get it, I ain't going to be able to get that, because that shipping for that would be a nightmare. We're also talking about Toys R Us exclusive. We've got an Ant-Man and Stinger a comic 2-pack. Stinger is Ant-Man's daughter, is Cassie Lang. So it's Scott Lang and Cassie Lang comic book 2-pack. Looking good. Don't know if I'm going to get that one, considering there's so much out this year, but it looks good. If I can get it for a right price, I will. Another 2-pack is an MCU one, which I will be getting, because it's got the unmasked Michael B. Jordan Killmonger head, is what I was missing, what I was moaning about from the Killmonger figure from the Black Panther wave. Now we've actually got the Eric Killmonger unmasked head, Michael B. Jordan, looking really good with that funky hairdo. And then we get Everett Roth as well. So yeah, happy days. That's a great 2-pack in my opinion for MCU, just to fill out a couple of those fat characters from the Black Panther movie. Then it comes to Walgreens. As always, they're continuing the Fantastic Four wave with the Thing. Is officially confirmed. We've actually got pictures now, and he comes with 2 interchangeable heads, one with teeth, one without teeth. So probably angry and normal rather than smiling. I doubt it's a Colgate version of the Thing. And then we're getting a Silver Surfer as well. We have got rumored that there are Super Skrull, but considering the Captain Marvel film is going to be full of Skrulls, I think they may be saving that for a little bit later or nearer to the Captain Marvel film, as that does come out early 2019. So expect that towards the end of the year, start of next year, maybe, who knows. I don't know anything. But yeah, Thing and Silver Surfer are definitely going to be coming this year. Talking about that, if you're still watching this video, then my Mr. Fantastic figure comes on Tuesday. So expect a review for Mr. Fantastic on this channel on Tuesday. So if you're watching this just for reveals and you want to see Mr. Fantastic, hit that subscribe button wherever it is on the screen. And yeah, Mr. Fantastic review is coming on Tuesday when I pick it up. So yeah, that is about it, people. Sorry for my rambling, but I do enjoy talking about Marvel Legends with you guys. Let me know in the comments below, what are your favourite reveals from this year's Toy Fair. It's still only day 3, as I said, there's still a couple of more days of Toy Fair to go, and usually they do sneak out an extra figure in the display, but that might be it, who knows. I can't remember last year if they did that or not, but there may be a few more reveals. If they are, I'll talk about them in my reviews throughout the week. I've pre-recorded all of my reviews for the Lizard Builder figure, so they'll be still popping up because they're all on scheduled release. But yeah, check out my reviews for the Lizard Builder figure with Who Is He segment. So if you're curious about any of the characters in the Lizard Builder figure wave, then check out my reviews, as I do a character breakdown in every single figure review. So let me know what you think about that. So yeah, as I've mentioned, I'll see you later in the week when I get my Mr. Fantastic. Let me know in the comments below. He's falling all over the place. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite reveals were. For me, MCU fan, so yeah, I love that Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary line. Can't wait to get my hands on them. But yeah, Cloak and Dagger is great as well. Dr. Octopus finally completing our Sinister Six, even though I still need a proper Vulture. But yeah, I'm rambling. Let me know in the comments what your favourites were. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, I shall see you on the next one. Pal.